How's everybody doing? It's been a while since I've been on here. I miss you guys so much. This winter weather is really taking its toll on me. I have like terrible allergy problems. And then the job I do, I'm out in the elements for about 8 hours a day. And it's just really taking its toll on my body. I'm not a spring chicken anymore. But anyway, let's hop to the topic. I have questions. Yes, I'm sure you guys have heard about SHANQUELLA Robinson, the tragedy of her. Young lady, I'm thinking she's in her mid-20s, right? And she went on a trip to Mexico with 5 of her friends. And the friends returned home, but she did not. She was dead in a hotel. They left her dead in a hotel. Supposedly, one of the females there murdered her. They showed her on film being beaten, you know, and she wasn't fighting back. She's being beaten by one of the females, so-called females. It looked like a guy to me in a dress. But anyway, long story short, she ended up dead. The friends, so-called friends, covered it up and went on about their life. Came home, lied to the girl's parents. You know, I don't even want to start on the parents because I know that's a very difficult situation. I don't like the way the friends played on the parents. But I don't want to get into that because that's taken my show into another topic, and I don't want to get on that topic. I just have questions. I have questions. I am in no way victim blaming. I like to set that out there now. I'm not victim blaming, but a lot of this could have been avoided, in my opinion. We have to install morals and values in our children from the crib. We have to install morals and values in our children from the crib. I know a lot of us, and when I say us, parents, don't think that we have to start teaching life lessons to children until they're like 14, 15, and 16. But no, that's where we get it wrong. We have to start teaching our children from the crib. Okay? Because it's rough out here in these streets. Really, it is. So, with that being said, who even books a trip to fight? That's one of my questions. Who even books a damn Mexico trip to fight? Who? And then, I've always been taught that I have no friends, just associates. My father has always told me when I was back as I can remember when I was younger, is that you have no friends. You have associates. That stuck with me till this day. And my father has been right about that. Really. And why was all of her friends hood rats? Why? Why did her boyfriend not go with her on the trip? That's a question too. I mean, I'm thinking if I got a boyfriend, I would prefer that he go with me on a trip to Mexico. If I'm going or to wherever I'm going on a trip to, I would like my boyfriend to accompany me. And another question, why were half of her so-called friends zesty? Why? Half of the people there, from what I could see in the hotel room, were zesty, and the other half looked to be transformers. Her friendship or associate picking was off. Very off. Did she not have any associates that were normal? Really, did she not have any associates that were normal? Any associates that were women, looked like women, born women, and had good morals? Did she have any friends like that? or associates? Obviously not. Now, all the news that I've heard is saying that, okay, Shanquella was a businesswoman. She was making money. She was this person and that person. She was so good and so that and this. But okay, if all of that's true, and I'm not saying it's not, why was she hanging around with hood rat trash? Why? Why did she allegedly pay for the whole trip for everyone? Why? Was she buying friends or associates? I don't understand that. I can't think of nobody that I want to pay a trip to Mexico for. I can't think of anybody except for my family, which is my daughter, you know, and even if I had a boyfriend or a husband, I still wouldn't pay for them. They had to pay for me. So I don't get her paying for the trip for everyone. That's far out there for me. Okay. Now, one more question. Did her parents ever find it weird that their daughter always kept company with weird people? The people Shanquella kept company with, I'm going to just say it, were ratchet. You know, as a parent myself of a teenage daughter, she not bringing that ratchet shit in my house. And I'm going to question her. And I'll be honest with you, I'm having trouble with convincing my daughter that she don't have any friends till this day. You know, but I keep preaching it to her. Now, I don't want to say preach, but I keep installing it in her. Although I think she's not listening, she's going to hear me say it anyway. Because I keep telling her, because she's known for saying, oh, I'm hanging out with my friends today, Mom, you know, all that kind of trash. And I'm like, you don't got no friends, baby. You just got associates. I keep telling her that. She don't want to hear it, but I keep telling her that. And just the other day, she asked me, could she go pick up one of her so-called associates and then drive to go pick up another associate in a different location. And they were just going to hang out. And I was like, no. I just told her no. And that's, you know, Shanquella is not a teenager, was not a teenager. So I know her parents can't tell her what to do and what not to do. But that's why I say you got to start from the crib. Install that stuff into your children when they're babies, so that when they get up in their 20s, you will hopefully hope and think that they would make better choices and who they keep company with. You know what I mean? My child is not going to bring nobody zesty in my house, and I know about it, okay? First of all, I'm against company in my home anyway. I know that sounds weird, but I'm an introvert and I don't want anybody in my house. You know, I hate to go to the grocery store because too many people in there. Really, I hate it. I hate crowds of people. And I don't like being around people that I don't know. That's another thing. I mean, I don't even like being around people I do know. But I'm very, very picky about who I associate with. And some of the girls that my daughter call her associates or her friends, I would tell her, I will see the person from a distance, or I listen to her telephone calls because she always on speakerphone. And I'm like, I don't like the way she sounds. Why are you letting her talk to you like that? I'm all up in my daughter's business, okay? Really, I'm all up in her business. So I'm gonna be judgmental when it comes to the people she associate with. Very judgmental, okay? And if I don't feel right about something, then she is not going to spend no time with someone that I don't feel right about. Now, I can do that until she moves out of my house. Okay? So, she already know I don't mess with anybody zesty. So, she better not even try to attempt to bring anybody zesty in my house. Because we already know their morals are not existent. It's non-existent. all right? Because of their lifestyle. So you already know there's no morals there, okay? So I'm just saying, all of this Miss SHANQUELLA Robinson, all of her friends are very ratchet, and I couldn't tell if they were men or women, okay? So again, I'm not victim blaming. I'm just saying her choice and who she brought into her circle, or whatever circle she went into, was a very poor decision, very poor choices. Okay, and that's all I wanted to share with everybody. I mean, even if she made poor decisions in who she spent her time with, she didn't deserve to be killed. Okay, she didn't deserve that. But I'm just saying, a lot of it could have been prevented if she made better choices. You know, and we all make mistakes, but that's a mistake I'm not going to make with my child, is I'm very opinionated, okay? So I'm going to let her know, okay, I don't like her. Oh, he ain't coming in my damn house. Why are you hanging around with that? You know, that's me. You know, and if my child don't like it, they can move out. Okay? Because I, you know, experience. I have it, and I'm going to give it to my daughter. If she don't like it, then all right. I got a back door and a front door. She can use either one. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to voice my opinion on shit. And we're not going with the flow. We're not going with the flow of what you see on TV. We're not going with the flow of what you see on YouTube. We're not going with the flow of the agenda that the government is trying to push on our children. We're not going with that. We're going with the way I was raised, with morals. You know, we frowned upon zestiness, and I still do. And that's going to continue. And you are not going to be hanging out with people like that with poor morals and standards in their life. Okay? You are not going to be paying for this and paying for that for other people. Okay? None of that's going to happen. If your friends are raising, or so-called friends are raising their voices with you, and I can hear it on your speakerphone, I'm going to question you and ask you what the HELL is going on. I don't think you should be talking to her or hanging around with her. You know, I keep my daughter on a short leash or chain or whatever you want to say it. I'm all up in her business. And that's what we all need to do. Be all up in your child business. Give your opinion. They don't have to ask you for it. Give it. You know, that's all we can do. And hope that it rubs off. You know, I feel bad for the parents, but they made her who she is. You know, and like I said, I'm not blaming the parents. I'm not blaming the victim. I'm just saying y'all took part in her choice making because you allowed these people to come up in your house and you allowed her to call them her friends. And you was all with it. You know, it was acceptable to you because you allowed them in your house. So not only did your daughter make bad decisions, but you jumped on her bandwagon and helped her to make those bad decisions. You know, I know she was in her 20s, but I will still want to meet the people that she go to Mexico with. And I would ask who's paying for everything. And once I met them, hell no. From what I seen on the videos, I couldn't even tell what the hell they were, if they were men or women. My daughter wouldn't have left and went on a trip with them. She would not. Okay? I'm just saying, that's just me. I mean, if you're okay with your children hanging out with riffraff, then that's your choice to make. That's your choice, okay? Be ready to deal with the consequences. Just be ready to deal with the consequences. That's all I say. All right, folks. Thank you for listening. I love you guys, and I miss you so much. I will be back tomorrow morning bright and early to spend time with you guys. I got a few days off from work, so I'm going to be getting on your nerves. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.